4,000 square feet of pure magic. My first-generation grandparents really knew what they wanted when they gave my father the blueprints to build their dream home. Unfortunately, shortly into construction, my grandfather was stricken with disease and died just after the dream was completed. My great, big Italian-American family dedicated the house and all the events that would encompass it in his name. Although he was dead, his amazing wife was more than willing to take the reins. Mary Somerville was the definition of a matriarch, and her house was the framework that held my extended family together. Every time one of us saw her, she humorously sang a folk song for each one of her grandchildren. Mine was Tom Tom the Piper's son. Each year she would take her grandchildren out for an entire day of shopping and bonding time and celebration upon each one of our birthdays. But what was really special was how open and comfortable her great house always was, and how she always knew how to make everyone feel welcome. It wasn't organized every weekend, however my entire family would instinctively flock to her house every weekend right on time for kickoff. Christmas Eve was always a fun time, but everyone's favorite holiday in my family has always remained the 4th of July. Every year from as far back as I can recall, the 4th of July was always celebrated by a massive party at the lake house with hundreds of family and friends. That house will always be remembered for its extravagant parties, but its most important aspects to me were the family bonds that were fused within it. Unfortunately, my grandmother passed away from lung cancer in 2006, and her house would have to be put up for sale. Many family members began fighting when it came time to sell her estate. In respect to my grandparents and the greater good of the family, my aunts and uncles stopped fighting recently and now only cherish and work towards making new memories. Oh yeah, and don't worry, we still celebrate the 4th of July as if nothing ever happened. Even though it's not at the lake house this year, my uncle's farmhouse still puts on the best fireworks show in the city.